And you don't want them to cross the boundary, because I don't want that kind of investor come to my founder and trying to crush them, because you just have to put the boundary to them first. Like, hey, you either like this person or not, but it's gonna make money. So when I do events, sometimes I charge the investor a lot because they don't give anything. So far, you haven't give anything, and you say you have money. I don't know if you actually have money or not. You haven't even want to give money for the entrance fees. How can I believe that you're going to invest in that, people? I don't see your commitment. So I need to see commitment on both sides. You need to see commitment in everything.
We are live.
High five.
High five. Pleasure to meet Poe Aye again on camera. We met about a year ago, I think.
Yes.
Who connected us, or how did we bump into each other?
Ruben is a really cool guy. You totally forgot about him, right?
He is. I'm actually going in a couple hours to Ruben for Passover.
Yeah, right.
Passover in Bangkok.
Yeah.
You want to come to these Passovers, right?
Yes. I always ask you to. I always ask, can you invite me? And you never do.
Okay. Well, Passover's 2 nights, so I get Ruben for one night. You get him for the second night. We got to share Ruben.
Awesome. Cool.
And you're one of the key people in Bangkok, in Southeast Asia, with your organization, Face.
Yeah.
And where to begin? There's so much to discuss. You're quite a dynamic person. Why Face? What is Face?
Face is a face that represents all the founder and creative entrepreneur. I think it's like, as a business owner, right? Their face has never been found. If you have like Tesla, there is the products, the founder is Elon Musk, is there like all together all the time. But small and medium-sized business owner, they never put their face out there. And the face want to represent every small, medium-sized hustler. So what I call is founder and creative entrepreneur, but also is the faces of them.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, here we are. I mean, partially by being on camera.
Yeah.
Clearly content and physically, but also just hearing somebody's thought leadership is their face. Yeah. Is that your vision, to kind of build almost be a talent manager in that sense? Yeah,
it's like, okay, it's also represent their faces, and also we're like in-person events. So whenever you see people, it's face-to-face, because every business transaction in the future, I believe it's going to be face-to-face, because it will be engagement, right? It's the most important thing. If you want to get data right now, you can get data anywhere. So my organization is the people engagement in person with faces and represent who you are. That's what I want to be.
And you seem like you excel in that, being able to curate in person.
Yeah.
Trust is really the key concept, right?
Yeah.
When you meet somebody in person versus online.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a trust broker.
I mean, chemistry, right? I don't want to be with people that I don't want to be with. Life is so short to be like, oh my God, I do business with them, I'm going to take some, it's okay. No, life is too short. There is billions of people out there. If you don't like the person, there is no chemistry, there is no value aligned, go find your tribe.
So important.
Yeah.
There has to be the value match.
Yeah.
But if the chemistry is not there, often the deal doesn't happen.
Yes, exactly. And it won't last long sustainably. So that's what I want to put in the networking specs, like Face.
Yeah. It seems like you kind of like intuitively get, I'm a connector to Visionary Access Network, but the elements of trust, matching, high touch, chemistry, somehow you just sort of get it. How did you pick this up so intuitively?
So I did Breakfast Club every week last year. Every Friday, 7 a.m., I wake up, ask people to come in, do Breakfast Club. The main goal is for people to share the deal flow. And when they're meeting the same dynamic, what actually happens is nothing really go fast, because you're meeting the people in the same dynamic all the time, even though it's very consistent. And when I start doing different kinds of events, like especially when there is a paddle, when there is a running, when there is a dinner, I see people relationship grow faster than before, because they see people in different perspective. They see people partying, they see people running, they see people how to play paddle. They see people in being a team leader and playing paddle. So when I see those things, I was like, okay, they become friends. When they become friends, the deals, even they don't have it, they think for their friends. And they're like, hey, I cannot do that service. I know my friend who is a good guy. I will refer it to you. So I want people to be like, hey, it doesn't matter if you guys are in the same industry or not. But it is the people, the right people, the same decision maker, the same mindset. Even if you're not in the same industry, they will refer you back because they like you.
Interesting. Yeah, it's again, I'm just impressed and applaud you for your intuition because it's taken me a journey to sort of really understand the formula to match business connections and that trust and the fact that you use activities.
Yeah.
The beauty of it, you found yourself on a journey where you get to do all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
You get to hang out with these people because everyone wants to do just golfing, this, that, clubbing. That's where it's not in the boardroom necessarily.
Yeah.
So you've kind of the formula is the hangout, the fun stuff is where people build the connections.
Yeah.
So do you like that? Is that kind of your thing? You're good at hanging out. You like to do all those things.
I think it's very important to do after party, right? Just drinking and stuff. But another thing is it's also very hard to go back to the business end. Sometimes when you're doing fun stuff too much, then it's very hard to talk back to the business back.
True.
So it needs to be a really good boundary. What you want to start off with this is go for a run, go for a pedal, and then go for a dinner. Because dinner, what people actually do is when they're trying to do business, they're only going to do two business activity, coffee or dinner. At dinner, they would do dinner, they have a drink, they go out together, having a good night out. But sometimes it will become a business. But sometimes it does never become a business. It's always a hangout party body. You can end up in there. So you have to find a way to see people in different dynamic. That's what I think. So going out after party, super important. But don't stay there. You got to go above that. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
And you seem like you're wearing the CEO hat well to balance the two, because sometimes you can kind of get carried away with one or the other, but you get goal oriented. You want to service your clients, get them results. So let's say I am a new client.
Yeah.
Clients watching us on this interview now.
Yeah.
What's the formula then? They sign up, it's a monthly engagement, and you build the formula, you balance all this for them, or how does it work?
I asked them to come one of the events. Our breakfast club is 7 a.m. So to come to events at 7 a.m. means you have to have a commitment to come to the events at 7 a.m. And everybody in the room, when they show up with a suit or they really dress up, right? They take care of themselves. I know they have to wake up earlier. They can't go out on Thursday to come to be there at 7 a.m. So it is something out there to filter people out. So you see those people in there and you feel like you have achieved something. But in your mind, don't think that you will close a deal within 1 or 2 months. It won't happen. Because if you want to be sustainable, you have to invest in the right people for a long time. And people will want to know you in different aspects too. So come to the events, come to the breakfast club, come to different kinds of sports events. And another thing is give something before you want to take something. I see the people who close the most are the one who is willing to give the most, because even before you ask them, always come back to you. That's what I think it is, right?
That's another big theme.
Yeah.
Another applause, give to receive, and pay it forward is so key in anything in this day and age and that kind of thing. So how does an entrepreneur, let's say the main thing I assume people are looking for is capital, and then clients. That tends to be why they need an intermediary to help them, if I'm looking for capital, how do I give to receive? Is there a way to do that?
As an entrepreneur, I know I am the same boat as well. Do I have anything to give? I'm trying to find capital. I don't even have a time to give, right? Because every time I'm hustling to make money, I need a capital. I don't want the investor to waste my time. But what can you give to another person is trying to listen to them. Instead of talking about your service or your problem or any other thing, listen to them. Listen about their life and do something to help them, add value. Sometimes the investor can talk about their problem with their wife. There's nothing to do with your business, and you just give some value to them. Hey, if something like this happen, I have one person who can help. Or if the investor have different businesses saying like, hey, my business have a logistic partner who can help me with this, I can just save money on that. Introduce them with someone that can solve their problem. This is so many things you can do. If you solve a problem of a person, you'll be in their mind and they want to do something back to you.
Totally. And from my experience, and a little tip, maybe you're already doing this, is it's almost like when Poe takes on a new client, when Alex takes on a new client, I become an extension of their team. So you're kind of playing both sides. So in other words, it's not that the client or the entrepreneur has to give. You as part of their team can kind of give to the investor on their behalf.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a kudos process where if I sort of help the investor, I'm like, oh, and by the way, do you mind meeting with this entrepreneur? I'm actually part of their team. So you're sort of playing the de facto role. Does that make sense? Do you sort of do that where it's actually you're giving to the investor, be it the events, et cetera. And they're saying, oh, by the way, do you mind meeting with my client? They're good people, et cetera. That way it sort of makes it easy, or it's not sort of an entrepreneur to give, you're actually giving for them. So like a giving circle. I don't know, does that? I find that that's really powerful. When I sort of first give a complimentary event to the investor, so their guard is already down. Then it's like, to come to the event, by the way, the person sponsoring the event is this company. Immediately that changes the tone than just, I gave something. And it seems like that's what you're doing too, is to give the complimentary events, give your time.
True. But I also very hard on the person who are like investors, some investor too. Because some investors, they know they'll be the one giving. So sometimes they just being an total ass about everything, right? And you don't want them to cross the boundary, because I don't want that kind of investor come to my founder and trying to crush them, because you just have to put the boundary to them first. Like, hey, you know, you either like this person or not, but it's going to make money. So when I do events, sometimes I trust the investor a lot because they don't give anything. So far, you haven't give anything. And you say you have money. I don't know if you actually have money or not. You haven't even want to give money for the entrance fees. How can I believe that you're going to invest in that, people?
Totally.
You know, like, I don't see your commitment. So I need to see commitment on both sides. You need to see commitment in everything.
As you journey, and maybe this is my hard knocks and my wisdom, ultimately your client is your investor. The people paying the upfront fees, the sell side is more covering the bill just to host the events and that kind of thing. But you got to manage those investors. You got to discipline them and put a bit of like muscle into it to say like, hey, if you're playing by my rules, like what's your net worth? What's your focus? What investments have you made? So it's sort of one side nice, Mrs. Nice. On the other side, Mrs. Not so nice.
I mean, it's like some investors say that, hey, I have so much money, right? This is what my business is, what my business is. I just listen to them. That's great. So if you have businesses, even if you don't want to do investments, it's fine. But there must be a business transaction, right? There must be a service that you're looking for. There must be some other thing.
Right.
If you even don't have it, why would you even hear?
Sure.
You know, then I don't need you.
And I think you play that well. I think you're in that your natural persona and you get it enough. So my challenge to you, looking back on this interview podcast, is to be like, okay, that was part of your personal brand, that sort of person who's able to basically corral investors and hang out with them, but also get them disciplined and move their capital. Wow. If you can do that, you'll be a very wealthy person.
I haven't moved any capital yet. I just think that it's very important for every person have their own boundary. Because even as for me, I am also a founder. So when I see when you're very desperate for money, a founder always run into it, right? The burn rate. I have a problem too. I have events coming up. I'm very desperate to have sponsor and everything.
Sure.
You know,
it's always cash flow.
Cash flow. And then those people have the power. But at the same time, you have to have a hard boundary for yourself, not for them. Just yourself. I don't accept this. I don't accept that. It's not because of you. Just I don't accept that. So they will have a respect to you.
Good word, respect.
Yeah.
So like you have a lot of self-respect, and investors, you demand respect. So, and let's take that offline. Visionary Access Network, to plug, is part of the system we built, be it cash flow, be it some of these systems. That's why Face and Visionary will do good business. But to shift gears to what gets you up in the morning, and why did you found it in the first place? Let's just sort of rewind to the past. Like, why? What makes you tick that made you do it? And what gets you up bright and early? What's your pep talk to yourself when you kick off the day?
I originally come from Burma. So for me, it's to find something I really love. It's for not everybody can really find something they really love. I love talking to smart people because originally for my country, I don't have those idea, challenging your thought process. When I see those people, they're challenging their thought process. I got inspired by them. So when I just have a chance to surround myself with those people, this is what I love to do. And also another thing is I don't have so many opportunity given to me in my life. So when I get one opportunity, I will hustle the shit out of it. Because I can't go back to my country. There's that much opportunity there. So I am geographically, I can't move around so much. Can't go to different country and hustle. if I can hustle 1 or 2 countries geographically, and this is what I love to do, I will hustle the shit out of it. And I'll hustle in front of everyone. So people will be like, okay, right, if she can do it, she can fail in front of everyone. She can make mistake in front of us. They can also do it. So every time when I wake up, I would just say, I don't have that much chances. So this is what I love to do. I will do it. The second thing, people like me, they will see me. It will also give you a little bit like some things that they would just say, okay, I'm smarter than her. I can do it if she can do it. So that's the 2 things. I wake up every day. Something is hard. But
Some days hard, but curiosity, seems like you have a lot of curiosity and also hustle. I mean, you're opportunist, a personality, you're an entrepreneur, born and bred. Was that always were you always like that?
No. I was 8 years back. I wasn't. I love to party. I love partying because I come from we're very old school, right? So when I come here, I like to party. I have done my stuff. I have different phrases. But when I start to surround myself with particular people, that person changed. The way they do things really inspire me. So I feel like somebody next to you who surrounds you are the most important people in your life. Mm-hmm. I started to realize that one. The moment I changed the people around, one person by one person, my life started to change. And you start to surround yourself with entrepreneur. And even if you go out party, the person randomly talk to you is entrepreneur. So that one person changed my life, the way they do business. It's like that person just happened to be there 8 years ago.
Seems like you've seen a dramatic change in your own reality.
Yeah.
You're sort of manifesting hardcore from where you came from, which arguably was a different walk of life than be it in Bangkok and around all these movers and shakers, people of means, of ideas. But it's not just about resources. Those people who are naturally curious, naturally are smart, naturally are aware, just being around that ecosystem. But it sounds like it's also you're aware that your journey is going to sort of symbolizes or will inspire other people, and that actually inspires you.
Yeah.
That you know that you're sort of a living story.
Yeah.
And that kind of gets you off. That's your dopamine a bit,
Yeah, it's true.
Tell me about that. So you can see your own life and its trajectory, and that'll inspire a lot of people.
Yeah, you inspire me by doing something, right? For example, I always sometimes when I wake up, I'm so scared because sometimes I'm not sure, am I going to pay my rent or not? Because if I'm going overboard or not with my money, because every time I have to make decisions. Some decisions are not good. Some decisions are great. But I make so many bad decisions to get one good decision. When I was like trying to be so scared to do it again and again, I opened my laptop, right? I was working with one of my friends. He's an entrepreneur. And it's really hard for me to talk to him, saying like, hey, I'm scared. He's like, scared of what? Failing. He said, fucking try again. And he went back to work. It's inspired me. The people, just 2 words inspire me. It's not because of what he say, because what he's doing. Because he can try again and again and again. Is very casual for him just to say 2 words.
Yeah, it's being around same mindset people is so key.
Yeah.
If you don't surround yourself by the right people, it totally determines your outcome. Do you deliberately then take on advisors besides just being around the same types of people? Is that currently what you do? Do you plan to do that more, where you bring these amazing people who believe in your journey, and is that on your mind?
Yeah. So for me, it's not being cutthroat. I look at the people around me. It's not only give and take. I just think that, okay, we don't have anything to give, then you need to have a knowledge to give. If you don't have a knowledge to give, you need to have a business to give. If you don't have any of this, I want to grow. If you don't have any of this, why we be surrounding ourselves with? Because from my friends, if I need some help, my friend next to me, we can hang out. We can do business too. I want that standard of friend. Some people say friends are not for business.
Yeah. Maybe the thought and the question that's coming to mind, which I'm interested to hear your answer, is what's a fear or a weakness that you think you need help with to take it to the next level, where an advisor or a new person in your life would be able to solve something that is your weak spot or is your reoccurring fear or what have you?
Operation. I'm very bad with operation. I'm not a detail person. I'm visionary. Visionary?
Yeah, I get that.
I always want to go fast. fast. So there is one person like operational, look at it. Okay, on the third party perspective, you're going so fast, but those are the mess that need to be cleaned up. I need that kind of person to make it the journey better because I'm in that phase right now. I need a structure, operational structure, and third party perspective.
Got it. And would you say it's both on the business practicalities, an operator, you need an ideal COO or what have you, on a personal basis too? Because I can relate that sometimes your own life, sort of your own way that you live opportunistically, and does that relate to? Do you have a personal coach? Do you have somebody who is your main go-to trusted?
No, I just go to different people, right? I mean, sometimes I call people out of nowhere. I was like, hey, my heart is broken. How can I do? Like you call 3 people, that's smart cool. people, they give you 3 different perspectives. And it's great, right?
Fair. So that's a form of a personal coach. Few people at once.
And then it's like, they were just, I don't have it because I feel like I surround myself with good people and I know them personally. So I can go to whichever I want to. And coaching for me, I'd rather like to have a mentor. Mentor means like they want to support you because they see something in you that they believe. There is no financial transaction, but they want you to be successful. Coaching, I feel like they will always feel like, hey, you need more session for you to get there because I want you to for me personally, I don't believe it because somebody have to be believe in you.
And if you could, it sounds like organizing, getting sort of focus and laser, where would you want to point that laser? And you're the visionary, then you have the vision.
Yeah.
You need help to get to that vision and manifest. So paint us the picture then. What's your North Star? What's your outlook? Where are you trying to head? 1 year, 5 year? Do you have a big picture pretty defined or still formulating it?
I have a really big pictures. I want to be in 5 year time. We're 2026. In 5 year time.
Your 2030 plan. What's the 2030 Poe plan?
Oh, with the AI, you can't do that much. But yeah, 2030, I was thinking 2031. I like 13. 3-1 for some reason.
Your lucky number. 31. 2031
people are scared of this, right? And that's why I like
We'll give you an extra year to accomplish it, just in case.
I just want to, whoever come to like Southeast Asia, hustler, like me, anyone, when you just landed in Bali, Southeast Asia, Singapore, you go to my platform, you can find the right people. Just go for a dinner together, food, not even talking about business, go out, sports, anything. I want to be that platform. Because this is where the smart people, they can thrive together. I feel like smart people are so alone with AI, super freaking alone, and you can't do things alone. You need to have a knowledge of people advising you and surround yourself with good people. I totally believe in this. Smart people are failing all the time. I see smart startup failing all the time. It's not because they're grinding, not because they don't have money. They don't surround themselves with enough right people.
Got it. Yeah. And just to underscore your vision then, and from what I'm getting from my takeaway is, and partially it's the geographic. You did say when you come to Southeast Asia, and a shout out to Red Door right here.
Yes.
Thanks for hosting us. And just, I think we're all here. I'm here opportunistically, intuition, and my journey's led me to here, the frontier.
Yeah.
It's a warm society, and we'll talk, there's your final thoughts on the world we live in today. You're here. So I think it's interesting that you've planted yourself and I've planted myself and we're here at Red Door, etc. There's something in Southeast Asia that's really special.
Yeah.
But there's potential to be the gateway go-to, whether it's media and entertainment, access, capital, it's still there to be done.
Yeah.
Whoever grabs the reins on that. So high five to that. Maybe we'll all
There's a lot to be
Asia.
done right here.
Yeah, it is. Such an oasis too. Warm-hearted people, peaceful, gratitude for being safe and a lot of abundance here. But any comments on the world we live in today? And it's a mixed bag. It's what do you even to comment? I'm lost for words. But any viewpoints, how you look at the world today and what's going on and everything?
I think everything's happened for a reason. I started Face during COVID. It's an event during COVID. And everything happened for a reason, I believe. If some bad things happen, there is 2 types of people, loser and winner. If bad things happen, the winners are small amounts of people, not because of they're smarter, but because of they're positive. That's why they become the winner. And it makes the competitions really small because people are scared. If some bad things happen, people are scared, they stop doing shit. That is great. Your competition is cut by half. then now you have a good attitude, you'll be the top winner. So every bad things happen, I want to have a good attitude towards it because my competitor will be scared shit. And I will not be scared, right? What do I lose?
And to tie it all together, then maybe it seems like you're a giver. You're connecting people. You pay it forward. Just your aura. You bring people naturally towards you. Do you think about karma? Do you think about your spirituality and your mission? That ultimately, often when you're sort of in that position, you go deep inside yourself of thinking, oh, if I have this power in a bottle, what am I going to actually do with it? It's almost scary at times. Do you reflect on that? It seems like you're determined to accomplish goals? Karma, spirituality, your personal mission, what you want your legacy to be, deep level question.
I'm not too spiritual, but I am in the karma side. Like, things happen for a good reason. And it's also very true. Like, I'm looking at it in a business point. If I add value to that particular person, I add value to that particular person. And I don't expect anything. But in a way, that person wanted to give something back transactionally because I want to get more things for him because I get values out of it, right? That person will give something back to you. It doesn't matter what time is it, they will give you back. But that person never give it back to you. It means that person is not meant to be for you.
Good insight. Okay. Yeah, the world will naturally gravitate in all directions.
And don't give more value to that person. You already add the value. Don't go and give more value.
Right.
Because the universe already take that person away from you. You already give value. Everybody know. Take that person away from you. Just let that person go. It's the same as relationship. That relationship not going to work. Let it go.
Agreed. Back to your respect. When enough value is being given, at some point, they need to show respect back.
Yeah.
So we have a good sense of that. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So for those watching or when you walk in the room, what is the impression of Poe that you want people to take away? Who are you, in essence? Final thoughts on who is Poe, whether you're watching a video and you say, oh, I just saw this video, this interview with Poe, she's XYZ, or oh, she walks into the room. What's that lasting impression that you want to leave with people?
I don't want to leave any impressions at all, but I just want to share the journey of someone who is building because I haven't seen enough journey who is building and making so much mistake because I feel like any entrepreneur who is making mistakes are like being punished to talk about their mistake on the stage or in public. It only come in public when there is success. So I want to be that person sharing my mistake, what I did wrong, sharing my journey to everyone. And whoever, when I come into the room, I make sure I give encouragement to people and tell my journey. So I'm in the stage of like building the journey. It's 5-year journey. And I'm going to do events so everybody see my mistake, which is great. And I do more of that. So people will see it's normal. Failure is part of the game. Yeah.
That is the face brand.
Yes.
No authenticity, nothing hidden. The journey of anyone in the room can become the face. Right?
Because I feel like all the founders, they think that I'm the only one who is running out money. No. 80% of them are running out of money. They just don't say it.
Sure.
It is part of the journey. You have to go through that journey unless you won't become successful.
Yeah, makes sense. It's a shared secret of sorts.
Yeah.
If people want to share your journey then, do you make yourself available or how do people get in touch and book a meeting with Poe? What's the process? So
I want everybody to be committed. If you're interested, want to be part of this, I only want to accept founder, CEO, investor, or doing something. That type of person come to 7 a.m. Breakfast Club or rent with us 7 a.m.
So 7 a.m. Bangkok Fridays, yeah?
Yes.
Got it.
Breakfast Club.
And it's open, you vet people if they want to choose who gets in?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's invite only.
It's invite only, it's approval only to make sure the room is the same mindset. And even at 7 a.m. Yeah.
Runs, which day's the run?
Friday, 7 a.m. So we do like we do like one breakfast club, one like run club, one lazy club, which is called 7 p.m. It's just shooting down people idea. So if you have an idea, we shoot down your idea so you don't go and launch the bad ideas or you can change something about this.
Fair enough.
And online class.
Online class, okay. And then Friday evening, though, is the founder F-Ups. What's that all about?
A founder of F-Up is not my brand. So you will see like Adam is starting to do it. It's just the stories of founders like messing up.
Okay.
So people learn for this instead of like success story.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Fail fast. That's when I still have to learn.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be in Bali together. So it's not only Bangkok,
Yes.
Bali, some other regions that you're also inviting people in.
Yes. So in Bali, we'll be next week. I don't know what is going to air, but it will be in April 9. And I'll be coming back again, Bali in 15th of July with ASEAN Economic Forum. So I will be in Bali at least twice in a year. And I will have events thrown in Singapore every month moving forward in May. So that will be a regional, I'm thinking about deal flow, regional of curated founder and investor in the community. So we can have any founder looking for a particular thing, we can find other founder to help. It's basically is.
Great. Look forward to doing up Bali. Should be
Yes.
exciting. What we first have our Bangkok Fun and Games this week.
Yes.
And any final shout outs to your sponsors or your mentors along the way, or any final thoughts?
I have so many people I want to say thank you to. I couldn't say enough because I am nobody. I just have to sell myself out there for different things. And sometimes people just give me opportunity. And at Red Door, I want to say thank you. Alex, I want to say thank you. Because of people like you guys, I could thrive. So I want to say thank you. Even if people come to my 7 a.m. club or anything, I want to say thank you for everyone. I want to add value to that.
Cool. I'm just having a moment there. I'm going to crack out my phone because I'm seeing you doing your like, this is an awards speech. One day you're like on a crazy stage and like, you're going to look back. And you're going to be looking back and be like, that was my awards speech then. And you're going to be one with like a crazy stage and everyone clapping and saying, wow, Poe, you're so inspiring. Thank you for looking at that. That's such a good picture. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Alex. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Amazing.
It's funny.